Hello and welcome back. I just got back from a trip to SoCal, California, visiting family. It's so hot down there. Like, like, I live in Washington. People complain about the heat up here, and it's like what 70s, 80s, and that's nothing. That's like spring in California. Down there, it's getting into the hundreds and everything. People up here are complaining about nothing. Like, I know it's still hot. I mean, you can still get sunburn, whatever. But it's just. It's not that bad. Just deal with it. It's not that bad. Whatever. Do you like my new hat? Doesn't it? I know I got this kind of thing with my titles, and I just. I really like the show. I watch it. I've been watching it since I was little, and at this point, I can kind of recite some of the, or at least parts of episodes. I can. It's not as fun for people to watch it with me when I'm the one doing the episode instead of the episode itself. So I know it can be annoying, but it's fun. Whatever. All right. Oh, I also got sunburn. Ugh. It's a little rough. It's a little rough. I'm not. It hurts. But I was pretty good about it in California, putting on the sunscreen and everything. Just for some reason. This might have been today, actually. I was just at work outside, and I didn't put any sunscreen on. It was cloudy earlier. How am I supposed to... Oh well. I can deal with a little bit of... I'm a true redneck here. Alright. Let's get into the real video though. So like I said, I just got back from a trip to California. Which means I had to take the airplane. Not too bad. The trip itself wasn't that bad. I mean, everything went relatively smoothly. I got back from my flight last night. We were supposed to get on the plane at like 9. Waited like an hour extra because our plane coming in was late. That's alright. I mean, I know I had to get up a little bit early today. I can handle like an hour less of sleep. That's okay. I get on the plane. The plane itself, the air conditioning is like low or broken or something, so I had to like save the cold air. It was hot for most of the trip. This is at least 2-hour flight. When it's uncomfortably hot, you're sitting next to people you don't know. It's not okay. Ow, my sunburn. Alright, it's not okay. Not okay. And then I just wanted to maybe shut my eyes, maybe get a little comfortable. I had 3 people behind me. They like worked together or something. It was very clear because they kept talking about it. It's 10 to 11 at night on a flight where generally people are trying to sleep. Sure, I should have had my headphones, but I don't bring headphones a lot of places nowadays, and I forget them because I'm not going to use them except for on the plane. And I just... But they talked for 2 hours straight. I thought you knew each other. Why are you talking for 2 hours straight? I thought you can do this, on the ground. Why are you keeping everyone? Why are you talking super loud right behind me? Right behind me. And then the worst part, the guy in the middle. I don't know what he was trying to do. I know we have the like little TVs on the back of the plane or on the back of our seat. So you can like click it. It's a touch screen, so you have to click it and click through the movies. And he kept tapping it. Tap, 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 on the back of my seat. Like, not just a little bit of tap or anything like that. It's like, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Not only are you talking to them, why do you need a movie in the first place? But you're vibrating my entire seat. You don't need a movie when you're talking to people for 2 hours straight, and yet you're still bugging me and the back of my seat. I was livid the entire flight. I don't understand some people. I don't understand what the logic is. I don't understand the lack of self-awareness. I mean, I was sleep deprived at that point. Well, maybe. I mean, on the flight itself, I was exhausted because we'd been up for quite a while. But how are you so rude on a flight? But the rest of the trip was fine. The rest of the other flight was fine. That went by smoothly. It's just, last night I was so angry at all three of them. I want to fucking fight you. But the rest of the trip was really nice. I got to see family in SoCal. My husband's family, so it's because my family's mostly in the East Bay Area, whatever. But his family's down in SoCal right now. We met up with his youngest sister, because he's got two sisters. So we got to see both of them, and it's a little funny because I've known them since I've known the youngest one since she was like, she said she was like 10. I've known them for 8 or so years now. She might have been 11. It was close because I like met them at the beginning of the year and her birthday's later. So maybe she was 10 and like turned 11. I don't know. But now she's 19. And then the middle one is gonna be 21. And so they finally, like, the youngest one, she got a boyfriend when she was in high school. And then the middle one, we kind of joke around with her. She's been single for a while. Her favorite joke while she was single was like, hey, look at my boyfriend Casper over here, having a good time. It's all good. While the rest of us were in couples. Sorry. But now she's got a good one. He seems really nice. And he teases her like we do. So, I mean, what do you expect? You kind of get with people that you're used to their kind of mannerisms. So she got someone that's kind of like her brother, kind of like her dad. It's a little weird. But, like, I'm the same. You gotta get someone who's close, but who's still different enough that it's okay to handle them, right? Because my husband, in ways, he's kind of like my dad and kind of like my brother, but he's different enough that I'm like, okay, I don't have to strangle you right now. So it was a lot of fun, just gossiping and being weird and, you know, sharing some weed. They're legal, kind of. I mean, they're over 18. And, like, if you have a medical card in California or in Washington, I think, if you have a medical card at 18, then you can smoke no problem. But, like, weed isn't that bad. People paint it as this horrible thing. It doesn't affect you as badly as alcohol. Like, alcohol, you get the hangovers, you get problem like poisoning and all that stuff. With weed, it's the worst thing. I don't know. You have to take a whole lot for it to do any sort of real damage to your body. There's no hangover. you can eat it, you can smoke it, you can drink it, and well, edibles and smoking have different effects on the body, so it's a different kind of high, but um it's just easier than alcohol. Like alcohol just feels bad. It feels damaging. Weed, it's like sometimes it can kind of feel like that, but for me it's mostly with edibles. Like it'll the first time I had edibles, it was too much, and so I'm lying there on my bed and I'm like, I can feel my breathing and it feels like straw going like up and down my throat. Awful. But I was fine the next day. So like even at its worst, it's still not as damaging as alcohol. And I don't know. I'm sorry for the rant, but it's just I don't understand it. I thought it was horrible at first, so when my husband started smoking it, I was really mad at him. Um, but you know, the more research that you do, the more research that's out there. They're studying it now. They're using it as medicine now, and they have better understanding of like the CBD and the THC, the THCA, the everything. And it's just it's interesting how criminalizing things can really turn a product or something around. I don't know, because you know, like how alcohol and prohibition, they couldn't even get rid of alcohol, people. What makes you think you're going to get rid of anything else? People have addictive natures, people have a draw towards something that eases the pain, I guess. Weed is just one of those. And there, you can't really overdose on it. Same thing with like psychedelic mushrooms, I think. Or if you do overdose, it's like you'd have to consume way too much in the first place. You're not going to get that far. Anyway. But traveling sucks. Traveling to places is nice, but the act of traveling sucks. It's awful. Like while we were in LA, we were driving so much. Cause even if something's slightly like mostly close by, if it's like an hour up here, it'd be at least 2 down there, just cause of traffic. It's awful. Oh, I'm just glad to not have to be in the car so much anymore, because that's just sickening. And my muscles start to hurt. I'm like, can I walk anymore? Anyway. I think that's all I had to say today. I was really mad at those people in the airport in my plane. So, fuck you guys for making it such a horrible experience for me. And yeah. See ya.